Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna give you a warning right now. If you don't like long videos, then stop watching right now. Because this is gonna be a semi long video. I'm talking maybe 20, 25 minutes. Hopefully, only 20 minutes. I'm gonna try to keep it 20 minutes. But, if I just keep ranting, then, well, not ranting, but, if I just keep talking, then, that's what it is. So, last couple weeks I've had this, or watch I guess this past week I've had this feeling that I feel like school is in the way of me improving myself. And you're probably thinking, well, school is there to help you improve yourself, it's how to make you learn, But for me, I feel like I have been one person my entire life. And it's funny because I mentioned to my parents or to my mom recently that I wanted to be Tony 2.0, and she's like, "Oh, you know that you're already like 5.0. You don't need to do that," or like, and she's just trying to be nice. She's just trying to be nice. Um, but truthfully, honestly, I think I'm only Tony 1.3, and I think I have a lot of improving to do. And here's how I judge myself, because I believe that if any one of the people who I was friends with back in eighth grade, if we ever just hung out again, you know, like randomly, they would not notice much difference from the way I am now to the way I was back in eighth grade. I still have a weird sense of humor. It's a fucked up sense of humor. Um, I'm still short. Um, still hairy. I mean, no, but I mean, I'm still gonna like laugh and smile the same way I did back then. And when we hang out, you probably won't notice much of a difference. I mean, I'm still big into sports and still, um, and mentally, I think I'm the same person, and that's what I want to change. That's what I want to change. And I feel like school is in the way of that. And I'm entering I guess, the home stretch of my educational career. Um, that part of my life is about to be over. Not this semester, but next semester. And what I want to do after I graduate is I've told myself, and I put it out on Twitter, that I want to transform myself. I want to be this guy who just transforms himself, and I want people to say this is not the same Tony I know. You know, um, and there are a lot of ways I think I can improve myself. I mean, my mom thinks I'm already 5.0, but as I said, I'm version 1.3, and there's a lot of things I can do to improve. And I think my self-esteem and confidence, I think, is one of the major things that I can improve. My motivation, um, my the way I react to situations, the way I mentally react to situations. Like, if I see something that someone tweeted or something, I'll let that affect my day, and that's not how I want to live. I want to just speak freely, and not have a lot of stress in my life. And recently, I've actually downloaded a few apps. Um, that there's a couple stress-free apps that I've downloaded. One is this has this guy named Deep Chapoka or whatever. Sounds like an Indian name. But he's got like a little force or the um, five-step process to having no stress in your life. And I've sort of begun that. I haven't really done much with it, but and and again, and one of the questions on this Deep Chapoka um, app, it said, imagine that you have everything in the world. Imagine that you have all the all the, like, you're rich, you have everything you want, and also that everyone agrees with your opinion. So that basically all the social and like monetary constraints, there are none. Like everything just goes out the window. Like you can do whatever you want. And the question was, what is the first thing you would do if you had all that power? What's the first thing you would do? And for me, it was tough. I mean, I didn't know. At first, I said that I would like to take a vacation. I'd like to take a vacation with you know, because in my you know perfect world, I'd have this girl who I'm in love with, and I said that I'd go on vacation just to be away from the world for a couple weeks with the girl that I love, and we'd go to like some um yeah, like beach or something, just something like to get away from the world. And that was my first choice. But I saw that the next step was to what is the first step in doing this? Name the first baby step that you can do. And I'm just like, wait, what? I'm like, you're asking me if I had all this stuff, what would I do? And you know, um, but there is no steps. I mean, there are no steps to doing that. So I had to think hard on what I wanted to do, and I ended up putting down that I would like to. I mean, there's a lot of things I'd do. I mean, I'd probably buy Ravens season tickets. I'd buy season tickets for friends. I'd buy Super Bowl tickets. I'd do a lot of things. But I chose. I put there to record an album, to record a music album with legit artists, and so it told me to and and that still isn't. I mean, like I can't really do that. Like I mean, I don't know how many baby steps there are in this part of the app, but now I could complete a couple of them. I mean, it probably doesn't ask for like 50 steps. I mean, um, what I would do is I'd pick a beat and then I'd probably write a song. But even now, I mean, I don't have time to write a song. Like currently, I have something to do this Tuesday that I have literally not started yet. You know, and so there's a lot of things that you know. Um, so with that whole step thing, I mean, if you have everything in your life, I mean, and you can only choose one thing to do, it's very difficult, very difficult. And I think she should have specified what, because taking a vacation with your girl is not a something you can put baby steps in. I mean, you actually have that happening. I mean, I don't know how to do baby steps with that, but anyway, that's just going off on a tangent. I don't want to go off on a tangent here. So actually, so today I look at my email on my home email address, and I see an email from the Sylvia, not the learning method, because I know there's a Sylvia learning method, um, but this is different. This is the Sylvia or the Silva life system thing. And I think because I downloaded a Sylvia relaxing app, and I believe I signed up for the email, so I got this email, and it actually gives me a 9 step, um, a free 9 step um, little program that I can just follow online, to do. Um, but actually, the ultimate Sylvia life system um, program is this big program. It's got like 5 or 6, or it's got like 10 CDs, and it has like audios, it has videos, it has meditations, and it basically will change the way you live. I mean, it will change your sleep patterns. If you want to lose weight or stop smoking, you can do that. It will give you a better outlook on life. It just gives you all this powerful information that will basically change your life. And I thought to myself, wow, like, why haven't I thought of that before? Why haven't I seen this before? Why haven't I looked at it before? And I really never knew it existed, or I knew something sort of like it, but it wasn't exactly that. And but actually uh, there's a digital version of it actually that I can get 25% off for $79. Now, if I hadn't been spending money this semester, or if I wasn't, getting down the, I've been losing money pretty, ever since I stopped working ever since I left HCC and stopped having the job during the semester. I've been spending money and not really getting money until the summer. So, and so if I still had quite a bit of money left, yeah, I mean, I'd shell out $79. I'd even shell out the $140 million for the digital version and the home version with the CDs, but that's something that I want to try maybe a little later, maybe when I graduate, because and that's why I think school is holding me back, because all these things and like P90X and all these things that have steps, or like you gotta do like weeks, you have to have like a 4 week program or a 6 week program. You know, the way I think right now, the way I'm living right now, I can't do that. I can't do that. And so and also, so this is like the self help kind of thing. And I did have I read the artist Tyrese. I read his book, how to get out of your own way. I read that last year, and one of the things he said was that you know how your life or career will turn out, or no, you know you your life and your career will be how's the actual quote go? Do you know how your life or career will turn out by the 5 people that you spend the most time around? You know, so and I think that's actually something that I'm gonna take a look at after I graduate. Um, because I think there's a lot of, I mean, there are people that even today, that I spend quite a bit of time around, and I think they might be stressing me out. So really to have the success that you want in your life or your career, you've gotta pick those best 5 people. And if somebody's gonna bring you down, or not necessarily bring you down, but bring you down by what they do, it's not the best idea. So you really got to pick your friends, and pick the 5 closest people that you want in your life. So that's one of the things I'm gonna do. Maybe even this summer I might take a look at my life a little bit. Cause, well, when I'm gonna really do the transforming is actually after I graduate. So like Christmas time. But I mean, I'm gonna enjoy Christmas. I mean, of course. When I graduate, it's gonna be the best time of my life. I mean, it'll be Christmas and I'll graduate. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. But after graduation, there's a couple things that I want to focus on in that first month, or because I want to take some time out and improve myself. I don't want to just go straight into working. I mean, unless I am, kind of down on money again, then in that case, I'll just call up DC, or call up Sheila and say it, or if she's still there, be like, hey, I'm ready to start right now. Let's go. And it'll be like the day after Christmas or something. But I don't think I'll be needing that. And I'll at least take a couple weeks off, if not the whole month of January. I'm looking the whole month of January, because it will basically be a winter break. Without the actual winter break, it'll be I'm done school, but I feel like when I'm on that, um, I will be able to look at myself and think, okay, what do I want to do? And there are a couple things that I want to do. I want to improve my mental health. I want to have I want to have a stress-free life. Now I know that's kind of impossible to do, because you're always going to have stress. But if I can cope with it, if I can find a way to actually, you know, channel that stress and um, make it into a positive thing, or just turn my life into a positive one, because I'm gonna admit, I mean, I'm not the happiest person sometimes. I mean, there was a bunch of times at HCC. I remember my last year there. A lot of things were going on in my personal life. I liked three girls at once. I'm saying that here on YouTube. I liked three girls at once, and those three girls probably know who they are. But so I was basically so I had that going on, and it was tough to really to um, to work around that. When you like multiple girls, it's never a good thing. It can never end up good. You always something's gonna happen. And actually, it was because of one of them who I liked that the other one you know, well, without going too much into what happened, the one girl I liked, who I thought I had a good chance with, um, I ended up there was another girl who I had just met who was interested in me at the time, and 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 she had wanted to go out on just like a minor date, just to have coffee, that's all. And actually, I don't even like coffee, so I probably had a frappuccino, but and because of this other girl who I liked, who I thought I had a chance with, I ended up saying no, and that decision came back to haunt me, and that's why and so that whole year, when you have feelings for three girls, and I didn't really tell anybody this because there was a lot of other stuff going on. I didn't want to bring my friends down like I had in the past. But my first couple of years at HCC, I did that, and it never worked out well. So I kept it to myself, and I believe I got a Twitter actually that last year, and I put some feelings on Twitter as I continue to do so. Um, but I I had a lot of stuff going on, but so did everyone else in the group. So I didn't want to bring my problems to the group because things would have got even more complicated, and it would have just turned into Jersey Shore, you know, a real life Jersey Shore, and it really already was. But I want to take a, but that's why I want to take a look at my mental health, my mental life, mental thinking, because if that situation ever occurred again, or if I go back in time, there's a lot of things I do differently. I would change a lot of things already without even having this positive outlook. I know what to do, but we haven't been able to find um or make a time machine. We haven't been able to have time travel happen yet, so can't do that. And actually, one day I might actually write a short book on that last year at Howard Community College. And I should probably do it soon if I'm going to, because I don't know how long I'll remember all this. But that was a key year in my life. But anyway, one of the other things that I want to do after I graduate is I want to focus on writing more songs. Yes, writing more songs. I've had an interesting life in writing songs. They haven't been recorded, but I have a lot of just like not chicken scratch, but I have songs that I have written, that I could imagine being recorded. Um, they're in a notebook, you know, or on Facebook, and because I'm an emotional guy, I've been able to get some pretty interesting thoughts on paper, and they say that the emotion actually helps the music. And really, if you're happy, you don't make great music. It's just you can try, but it won't be as successful as if when you're like upset or emotional. It won't. I mean, here are two examples. Usher, um, when he put out Confessions, he was having some real life issues with that, and the record became it almost hit diamond. The next album, him getting married and put out happy music, um, and the album actually was critically the worst of his career. I mean, I enjoyed it, but um, you know, the critics thought it was the worst of his career. So, and then his next album, Raymond versus Raymond, he got a divorce. The album did better. It was critically a better album. And then you have someone like 50 Cent or The Game. You know, 50 Cent was shot 9 times. You know, had a lot of had a lot of motivation to write records. His first album sold like 8 million. 7 million. I mean, it went crazy. It's the best selling record to this date. Since then, since he has all the money now, it's not as successful. I mean, not as his albums haven't been as successful. So um, it it's true. Emotion works. That's why Eminem is the greatest rapper of the 21st century. You know, and actually that's what I plan to do is when I'm writing again, I plan to listen to a lot of Eminem and some Joe Budden. Joe Budden is great with emotion music, and if you like Eminem, you would really like Joe Budden. Um, and I'm gonna just listen to that stuff and put the pen to paper. And I do. There was one time, I do put my emotion out there pretty well. Um, there was a time where I was having an argument with my parents, and I was extremely upset. Extremely upset. This was like 4 or 5 years ago, and I go right back to my room, get my notebook out, start writing. And I wrote this song called "They Don't Understand," and no chorus, just straight out lyrics. And I feel like that was one of my best songs I've ever written. And there's some songs I've written, some fake diss songs that probably now I can write a lot better. And there's this song last year where I listened to Joe Budden's song Ayo. I found the instrumental to that on YouTube, and I kept replaying that. And that put me in the mood to write something like that. And I wrote a song called Life. It's spelled Lyfe, and you can find it on my Facebook. And I felt like that was actually a very, very good song. Also, I'm not gonna speak much on the topic, but I'm familiar very much with the friend zone. And one day I was like, you know what? Let's write a song about the friend zone. And actually I came up with this the chorus in my head probably like half a year prior to writing the song. It was like you got me in the zone, 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 zone. I don't wanna be alone, alone, alone. And I had that chorus in my head, and one day I just start writing, and that song is also found on Facebook. And one of my old classmates commented on the post saying, "Damn, Tony, I could see this being played on the radio and me jamming to it." And when I read that, I was like, and I think it could have been. I think if I had gotten a beat to that and recorded it and done some good stuff with it, that could have gotten up on the radio. But when that girl said that, it really I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, and the verses were very emotional. And so that's one thing that I plan to do. I actually plan to kind of write a album when I get out. That's what I want to do. I've always wanted to and it might not go to to a studio of music. It might actually be recorded, but I will have these pieces of paper in my hand and say, "This is my album." So maybe if I ever do get the chance to go to a recording studio when I have everything and win the Mega Millions again or something, I can write these songs. And I mean, I've been wanting to write an album for like 5 years now. 5, 6 years now. But I never actually had the time to do it, and that's one of the things I want to do. I want to write like 10 to 11 songs I can call that I can say this is my life and this is what I want to be remembered by. And that's why I feel like with school, it's hard to do things on your own. It's hard to some of the stuff I'm not gonna use in my life. I'm not gonna take this anywhere, and us being judged by grades and nonsense like that, it's difficult. So I realized I went past the 25-minute mark, so I apologize. It's gonna take like an hour to upload, but basically, yeah, I'm gonna Tony 2.0 is coming, and I'm gonna lift weights. I'm gonna get my mental health going well, and I'm gonna write a couple songs. You know, so I cannot wait till you guys see the new me. It's gonna be crazy. And I mean, you might like the old me, but you're like the new me even better. And I'm not even close to being the new me yet, but I'm gonna get there. And the people from my past are gonna be like, whoa. And that's my goal. That's my goal when I have the time, which I don't. I don't have that now. So it's gonna be amazing. And I can't wait to see the final product because it's gonna be just the best thing ever. So if you get to this point in the video, just let me know if you liked it. Let me know what you think of my plan, and if you want to give me some tips without being an asshole, I'll be glad to have them. So, all right, this is Tony Double T signing out.